somebody takes you, is inside, how would you defend yourself? Usually like this or whatever. Okay. This is the arm bar that we're going to do. We're going to do the arm bar where you isolate the arm from the hair and you step over, and we're going to do this power arm. That's the arm bar we're going to do. And you would think, well, just get the arm. No, don't have the arm. Just hop up and there's so much wrong with that way of doing things. There's no control. And what I want to emphasize today is every stage of this technique, you need to have control over your opponent. First of all, we need to get the arm. So I'm inside and his limbs are under my belly, so I don't really have control. So I want to try and leave with something open. You can either use the near side hip or the far side hip, just so you have enough, a little bit, so you can lift up and win a very poor scarf hold here. But that's enough to at least open his elbow up a little bit. He's still going to try and defend his neck because we can attack from there. I'm going to use my fingers to fight underneath him here and shoot all the way through so that we can take his arm here. Now I can move up a bit. Alright, you need your hips completely underneath his armpit. As you would with all the Kesa Gatame rules, we really want to lift his shoulder off the ground. What we're going to do now is with my hand underneath and cupping around his arm here and my weight on him, I'm going to lean in and I'm going to step over his head there. But don't just fall back here. What we're going to do is we're going to get this underneath his, so this whole leg underneath his shoulder here. Notice my head points down towards his feet before back. Power arm. I'm not even going all the way down here because his arm locks about here. That's the power arm bar, right? From the elbows are in. And we have to try to find a way to leave. I just need a tiny bit here so I can get my leg underneath. Then I'm going to use my knife hand to try and fish all the way through. This is the hardest bit. Once I'm all the way through, I encapsulate the whole arm and really bring him towards me. Get a little bit closer, and I'm going to step over, look at the feet on the ground, step over next to his head, twist my body, so I get my whole leg underneath his shoulder, and then we're here, and it's done nice and slowly. Is that right for everyone? It's fairly basic. I think they do this in judo as well. It's just like underneath the armpit armbar. But you can't rush this one. It's all about control. Yes? Good. 1, 2, 3. Because I usually teach from knee on belly. And if he pushes me here, if I can somehow get an underhook here, with this one you can jump in, step over, and get the armbar from here. I'll be honest, I've never got that in sparring. I've got the far side armbar because that's more likely when they push your knee. I've never got that because there's such a big gap between the knee on belly and eventually getting the armbar. You can do it from side, and it's the same thing. So we need to create a tiny wedge so we've got a little bit of semblance. He's still defending his neck. I'm using my fingers to fish all the way through. Remember, you don't have to go for the arm. You can still go for breaking the strike. So look, I'll chop his arm. And you go from here, here. This time I'm going to overhook his arm. Here. The last one I was still underhooking. I'm just going to overhook. The reason is because as I create a bit of space to put my shin in, he uses his arm to defend, or he just turns into me and pushes me away. I've lost the position. So by overhooking arm, see I'm putting my whole shin is nearly on his face. Now we're going to step over. This time you do squeeze the knees together, and we're here. And you'll feel this is a more obvious arm because the arm is more exposed. And we're here. So the sort of little tips there, we've assumed we've got the barest basic of arm isolations here. I can move it forward. I'm just going to go over. Because if I just hop up to get this, there's too much space. Look, it's just like the knee on belly, it's too much space. Hop up here, all the way over. Squeeze your thighs together. You can even get it from here, but best to sit your bum on the ground. Here. And that's your near side armbar, which I think is probably nicer for everyone to do. It's a bit more visual and although there's more space, so you're technically maybe more likely to lose the position compared to the first one, which is more compressive. Try it out anyway and see how you go with it. 1, 2, 3. then the trick is to pick it up, bring it to you, hand on the ground, spin right round, and then go for the armbar. That's how the textbook version is, okay? Whenever I try to do this, it doesn't quite succeed. So he goes there, and for the first thing, I can't even get the underhook because he hides his elbow. But maybe I'm lucky to get the elbow. I bring it around. By the time I spin round, he's hiding his arm, and I haven't got this shot. So I'm not saying the knee on belly arm bars don't work. You need to tighten those up and get them properly. But I'm just showing you the common problem with the openness of it all. Hands up who's been armbarred by Idan before. Hands up who's been armbarred by Wayne before. So, to see their armbars, did they ever do anything with such speed that you never knew it was coming?
He even told me he was going to do
It's usually you know when an advance is coming, but you can't do anything about it. And that's the idea of control. You're controlling at all stages. So even though by the time you fish for the underhook or whatever, you know an armbar is going to happen. There's nothing they can do about it. We're going to go for the far side armbar. But then again, he is defending himself. So usually, you need to get this first of all, and underneath his arm, regular side control crossface. But this is in the way. This is kind of annoying because I want this arm. I want this arm here, not here. So a good tactic is just to attack it. Maybe even, yeah, and then we'll just fin up. Now we're going to play, okay? We don't want this arm anymore. We're going to bring this here. We're going to bring it here. So we want him on his side. It's like the Kimura, north-south. We're going to get into north-south and lean my body on his arm. He's trapped on here. Just like you would with the north-south, leaning on here. This time it's just like a trap here. We're going to go round. And normally he'll grab and you've got to learn all the grip breaks before doing that. For now, and then again, look at his shoulder. Look at the distance from the ground and can you get the arm out? It's because the shoulder's so isolated. As opposed to spinning around at great speed from knee on belly. Don't just go from here to, look how far I am, and look at his shoulder, it's all flat on the ground, right? That's not how you do it. You need to get to that north-south position as if you're going for the Kimura. So the trick is to be here, all right? So we're here, look at what I do with my arm. I bring him here, I step over and I put my whole body weight onto him. Here. And then whichever break method you want, finishing off the arm bar. So you want to be as close to him as possible. And again, it's all about that shoulder isolation. If you armbar someone where the shoulder is down there, right, you might be able to lift the arm up. There's a limit. They can always move. When they're hitting the shit zone, there's a limit to how you can get the arm out. And that's the theme for today, isolating that shoulder off the ground. Yes? So far side armbar, 1, 2, 3, one side control.